if you're doing something that doesn't have anything to do with touching the leaf, as we say, it's much easier. Vape pens, any product, website, much easier to get money. If you're doing things that you're actually touching the leaf with, you want to be in states that are recreational. There is funding in those states. As far as this state at the moment, it's going to be tough for you to get funding. Best way would be friends, family, and yourself. So the legal states is where, if you're touching the leaf, where you want to be at the moment. I still think California is going to be the biggest state. It is the biggest state. The biggest amount of patients are here, and it's the place to be. So if you can figure out how to make it happen here, I think your time will come.
Thank you. You guys are all giving great advice. And I think something that I'm curious about is, I know when I started at High Times, I had to have that talk with my parents about what I was doing and what I was writing about, and just coming out in the cannabis industry. Have you guys experienced any challenges? What was it like when you talk to people? Are you very open, or do you find yourself, shying away?
I personally have always let people know, because I've been an activist for so long and I believe in what I do, and we help patients every single day, that I live in an area where when I first moved there, it's a little more conservative. There was another dispensary operator there, and he was like, don't tell anyone what you do. These people will come against you. And I was like, look, man, while he was telling me that, 10 minutes earlier, I was talking to a person that lived in the community, probably very conservative, whose wife was dying of cancer, and I was giving him advice and tips and things like that. Myself and this other person, we operate our dispensaries a little different. I'm extremely proud of what I do. I believe in what I do. I have young children, one in middle school, and I'm just honest about it. I believe in it, and that's how I am about it. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, for myself, I actually quit my full-time job last November. Prior to that, I've been working in high-tech startups in San Francisco. And when I told people I was going to do this, everyone thought I was crazy. I've had, fortunately enough, to be in a position where I've had 4 successful exits in a row. We could have done that over and over with other tech companies, but it just wasn't something that was giving me joy in my life, so I knew I had to do something different. And we are one of the few vaporizer companies that actually has a medical doctor on our health advisory board. Wow. Not only is he a medical doctor, but he used to be a neurosurgeon. So having someone like that with that type of background that understands the biochemistry of how cannabis not only reacts with your body, but also with your brain, having someone like that on your team could give you a lot of credibility. And for myself, I'm a first-generation immigrant, so my parents think marijuana is in the same class as like cocaine, heroin, or any of those hard drugs. Mm-hmm. But after they spoke with our doctor on our health advisory board, Dr. Michael Halperin, he was able to explain to them, the benefits of cannabis. And once they truly understood that and saw our device, my parents also became investors as well. So I found this to be, not just a project to help me and my family, but also a way to communicate to folks that might have a certain perception and stigma of folks in this industry. And as I had mentioned, I worked in high tech for the last 10 years. I also know that I've kept the log. So of the last 378 senior level executives that I've met, over 83% consume more than twice a week. So it's been another motivating driver for myself to really help these people. They work for public companies, so they can't come out and say it, but hopefully one day, when they see more entrepreneurs come in and doing some incredible things in this industry, people will start thinking, okay, these entrepreneurs just aren't successful in this industry. They could be successful in any other industry and earn the deserve that we respect, or that the respect that we deserve.
As far as for us, I think I have 5 children, so at school I don't mention actually what I do. I go off to Dickie and I go in, regular. I can't do it yet, but for the last 5 years, it was very difficult. Every time we're flying around the country and trying to see other markets and things like that, you can't talk about what you do because it was sort of still very gray. And it was frustrating. So, you know, you start a conversation with someone, you can't really let them know exactly what you're doing. And you're very excited about what you're doing. Lately, that's all changed. After August 29th, Eric Holder said, you know, what he said, that the feds will let the state handle the state. If you're doing it correctly, you won't run the same risk that we've been running for the last 5 years. So it made it a little better. I think hiring for G Pharma Labs, creating our sales team, it's actually interesting. We're interviewing still all the way till the end of this month, and every time we have an interview, about 50 candidates come in. And when they come in, we're seeing the resumes, and it's these guys from those companies that you thought you would never see jump into this business. They're seeing the opportunities that are in there, and we're getting tremendous skilled individuals into this business now. And that's what we wanted to hire. We wanted to hire top-notch salespeople that were going to create a business. Apart from medical and everything, you know, we want our product to be throughout the United States in the recreational markets and everywhere. And in order to do that, there's so much to actually do as far as licensing and all types of things. So they're coming from everywhere and they want to be involved.
Awesome, thank you. Now, I don't know about you guys.